Okay, cool. We are live. Does the microphone work? No. Frankly, the microphone does not work. What are we going to do about that? Yeah, I wasn't expecting this problem. So, welcome to anybody who is joining right now. Right off the bat, we have a problem, which is that the mic appears to be the wrong mic. I don't know if it's using the computer mic or what, but I'm gonna check that out. Here we go. Yes, this is John Yellick in the flesh. Welcome. Having unexpected problems as usual. Let's see. I'm going into Video Manager right now, and I'm gonna see whoever's in the chat right now. Can you tell me, like, is the audio really warbly or really quiet? What's the deal? What's the deal with the audio? Is there a deal at all? I'm going into the details. Hey, yeah, go ahead. Invite Matthew Parker to this. This will be great. I honestly, I'm going to see if I can view this in the control room of YouTube Studio and see what the deal is, because, well, evidently we have an excellent connection. That's great. The microphone is loading? What? What's going on? It sounds good, apparently. Does this sound extra good? If I'm really close to it, does it? I'm going to move the camera away. And can you guys tell me if it's popping? I'm going to say a lot of plosives, and if it's popping, please tell me. Anybody in the chat? Please? Because I think it's far enough away. If I say something really quietly, can you hear me? Okay, I guess it's working. I guess I'm just not very close to the mic. That's cool. All right. Well, after all that, everybody, welcome to the 6th annual John Yellick live stream. I'm very happy to have you guys here. What I'm going to do now is there's got to be some way that I can see the chat and not myself, because if I see myself all the time, I'm not looking at you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get this thing started. To start off, I mean, actually, that could just work as my intro. Anybody who's tuned in to previous John Yellick live streams knows that there's some kind of intro at the beginning where I basically just waste time. And that's it. 3 minutes of audio problems. I remember in my birthday live stream, the very second live stream I ever did on John Yellick, there was some problem that involved me, like 15 minutes after the stream starting, having to completely delete the link and republicize a completely different link and everything, and do the live stream there. So yeah. That being said, let's get into. I want to give you guys who come into the stream early a sneak peek of what I am going to do, like things that I'm working on currently that I will be releasing at some point. Your intro could be playing a song, maybe one like from Edom Music. True. I'll need more options though. So there's the motivation for you to continue making more music. Anybody who's interested, Demons by Edom Music is out, and it's pretty nice. So anybody who wants to check that out is welcome. All right. Here's one thing I'm working on, which is if you guys have been following Minecraft for Geeks, the comeback of the old series, Minecraft for Geeks, that I started somewhere back in 2000, 15, back when I was playing on a lot of servers. I did a survival, or specifically a hardcore world. And I've been doing that I've been releasing episodes of that since Independence Day. I believe that was the first, I believe that was episode 13. So that was the first episode of the comeback. And today I posted episode 19. Next week is going to be the finale of Minecraft for Geeks. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again. Like, I might do it again. I didn't ever think that I was going to do it again. I'm starting a series called Minecraft for Jocks. That's great. I'll watch it. The title Minecraft for Geeks was, of course, supposed to be ironic because, first of all, I think very highly of the game Minecraft. It's a great game. I think very lowly of opinions that that just categorically deny that it is a great game, because it's great. It was revolutionary in its time and is even still just like the original. I don't know if sandbox games happened before Minecraft. I imagine that they did, but in my mind, that's like the ultimate and the original sandbox game. So the fact that I was playing it was like it was not self-deprecating humor necessarily. It was just to play on the fact that Minecraft's a great game for all ages and walks of life and such. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, things I'm working on. so the finale of the Minecraft for Geeks comeback is coming next week. So be on the lookout for that. MC was the sandbox game. I'd agree. I definitely agree. For anybody who is tuning in, I don't have anything actually planned for John Yellick in the near future, because I never really do, except for these live streams that happen every year. Which this year I was proactive on it. I'm pretty proud of myself. I actually got it done in the summer. It was the first time I ever did a summer live stream since the very first live stream I did on John Yellick 5 years ago. So of course you have to do the book reading. That's coming up. I'm actually doing that again because it was a pretty successful segment last live stream. So I'll be doing that again. Don't worry. I'll seem to have more time to do it actually, because I'm talking too much about very specific details. Anybody who is tuning into Chill Pill, my other channel, specifically that one is for music and for music related content. I am doing a show called Not Bad and have been doing a show called Not Bad. I've actually been doing it for the past year around, maybe a little less than a year, but I've been posting season 3 new episodes every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and they're premieres. So we have a good time chatting it up about the songs and about what's going on over there. And the idea of I can't wait for Still Good. Yeah, I can't say that it's coming, but it would be a cool concept. So the idea of Not Bad is that I am taking songs that I previously disliked and I'm listening to them again and seeing if I like them. Some of them are real turnarounds. I even have some 10 out of 10s in the past seasons, and some of them really aren't. Some of them is a little bit of a step up. Some of them a bit of a step down. So it's a fun time, and it's happening every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central. So, what? You lied to me. Did I ever say that I was going to do Still Good? I don't know. I don't think I did. So, if you guys are interested in music reviews and such, then Not Bad Season 3, happening every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central. There are still 2 episodes up from Season 3, and like 9 episodes from Season 2 and 10 episodes from Season 1. So if you're not caught up on that, then go ahead and get caught up. It's not like algebra. Each episode doesn't build on the next necessarily. Sometimes I make references to previous videos, but check that out. It's a pretty fun time. Okay. Next thing I'm working on right now, I'm in the editing stage of a lyric video for a song that I'm planning on coming out as soon as I get the lyric video done, called The Sunset Song. And I'm very excited about that one. It's got a lot of meaning in it, and I mean, all my songs do. I try to inject a lot of meaning into my songs. But this one is especially special to me, and I'm very excited to get it out. I just need to get the lyric video done. So here's my motivation, because I'm telling you guys, and so I'm keeping myself accountable. So that's what I'm doing. I'm at some point releasing a song called The Sunset Song that is more piano and vocal driven, and it's more emotional. Solitary Ache was the one I came out with recently, and it was a lot more dancey than emotional. But it played into some quarantine themes and things like that. So that's also happening on my Chill Pill channel. Another thing that's happening on my Chill Pill channel is Best of 100. It is a very, at least highly anticipated album for me. I don't know how much I talked about how this was going to happen, but I've wanted this to happen since I released Best of 25 or Best of 50. It was one of those. I think Best of 25 released, and I thought, man, that would be cool if I got all the way up to Best of 100. So Best of 25 was a compilation album I released that encompassed 25 eligible songs worth of Chill Pill music. And that was, I think, encompassing 2015, 16, and 17. I think that's what it was. Some of 2017. And so, was it the 2000s? I don't know. Then I released Best of 50 later with 50 eligible releases, and then Best of 2018, because I released so much music in 2018 that I felt like needed its own compilation album. Best of 100 is about to happen. I realized I was actually too late for Best of 100 because I had already surpassed 100 singles, and I had something like 16 remixes. So I'm sorry for the holdup if anybody was waiting on that. I don't think anybody really was. That's funny. I'm working on a concept song that is also called Sunset. Cool. Don't come out with that before I come out with the Sunset song. Now that's more motivation actually for me to to finish the Sunset song, is so that I can come out with a song about a sunset before you do. So there we go. Thank you very much for the extra motivation. Best of 100 voting is to be determined. I'm planning on starting that. Oh, hi, Mostrino. I'm talking about Best of 100. If you missed that, the voting is to be determined after I release the Sunset song. I want to start getting into the process of working on Best of 100, which is actually going to be a whole event. It's not going to be just one compilation album. It's also going to have throwback mixes from 2016, I think 2017, and 2018. All songs that didn't make it onto Best of 25, Best of 50, or Best of Chill Pill 2018, and all voted by the fans. So they will each get their own mixes, but then the compilation album will be of songs released in 2019 and 2020, also picked by the fans as normal. So I'm excited to get that project going, but right now I also need to work on the lyric video for the Sunset song. So once I get that done, and now that I know that someone else is writing a concept song about a sunset, I got more work to do. Those are all the things that I'm working on, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to work on some other stuff. I seem like I'm about to get my hands full with my job on my university campus at some point soon, because I'm spearheading a podcast project, which is another thing I'll be working on. So I got a lot of stuff coming, and I'm excited for it. So too long, didn't listen, Minecraft for Geeks on this channel, the finale of that comeback will release next week. And there are new episodes of Not Bad on my Chill Pill channel every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I'm also coming out with a song called The Sunset Song, which is like a concept song about the sunset, but it's got a layer there where the song's not 100% about a sunset. It's about something more abstract. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's a really, really special song for me. And Best of 100 is going to start being a possible thing in not too long from now. So I have I had 7:20 set aside as my time for Chill Pill questions, but we're definitely going to have to postpone that in light of the book reading. I've got my book again, and if you guys were tuning in to last year's live stream, I read this book with, which, by the way, is When I Was Young and Immature, my middle school memoirs. It was a book that I started writing in 8th grade and finished writing in 10th grade and self-published on Amazon. So, and it's my middle school memoirs, and it's about different like things that happened in middle school, lessons I learned, things like that. And so last year I read a chapter out of it and people sent me like impressions or voices that I would read this book in. So we're going to do that again. First, for the people in the chat, while I explain how the rest of the stream is going to go, pick a number between 2 and 18, and then that will be the chapter that we do. And first number I see, I'll do that chapter. That being said, later in the stream, I will ask for questions, and those questions can... I don't know how to explain what just happened. Like my box for the microphone just went, but it wasn't that interesting. I don't know why I spent so much time looking at it. Anyway, I'm taking questions for the stream on YouTube chat, on Facebook Messenger, either my John Yellick page, Facebook Messenger, or if you know me personally, you can reach out to me on my personal Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, GroupMe, or text. And I am taking questions and other things like that that involve the stream through those media. So thank you to the people who are tuning in currently. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get fun. It's about to get not like the past 18 minutes of the stream. So that's something to look up to. First number I saw was 16. So we are going to go to chapter 16. I'm going to Elmo. Okay, Elmo is the first voice. Elmo. Okay.
By no means did I stop doing video jobs when I moved to Malaysia. I kept my streak going by continuing to capitalize on this talent for the sake of others upon request.
If you guys have impressions or voices or such that you want me to do, or accents, feel free to leave them in the chat and save me from having to do an Elmo voice. Okay. Until then, let's keep going.
I am ashamed to say that this was not an area in which Elmo openly conversed about, but Elmo inadvertently made it very noticeable that Elmo liked to make videos, and Elmo was very good at it.
Elmo, Scottish, thank you very much. I especially caught the attention of Dalat's principal, and in due time she talked to me after school about producing a video in which the students of Dalat voice their opinions on middle school. Scottish Elmo.
Naturally, Elmo ecstatically agreed and got right to planning. Elmo planned to start interviewing the students of Dalat on video the next day. Middle schoolers would be asked the question, what do middle schoolers like about middle school? High schoolers would be asked, what do high schoolers miss about middle school? Elmo was surprised by the abundance of support from Elmo's fellow students who were willing to and eager to get in on this video and give their input on middle school.
Bane. Okay. I interviewed about 20 people and recorded their results. The results. Just in case you are interested in the results, here they are. Of the 20 people interviewed, 45% like a variety of fun activities. I guess I gotta do this. Fun activities. 30% like nice teachers. 15% like a variety of interesting classes. Yoda. 10% like a good school building. 10% freedom, 10% like. Good school lunch, 5% like. The small groups a lot set up at the beginning of the day, 5% like. Chapel, 5% like. A class period set aside to gather all students in one division to worship the Lord. Unlike my Thanksgiving video, this one was a breeze to edit. A breeze to edit this one was. Here we go. Obama. And when I showed it to the principal, she loved it. Now, they were prepared to go to their teachers' conference in Hong Kong, in which they would show my video to hundreds of teachers from around the world. Needless to say, I was excited beyond a shadow of a doubt, making my job harder. One of my pet peeves is people who make my job harder. I have frequently come across people who decide that it is a good idea to act out of hand on film. I knew which person you were doing before I saw it in chat. Thank you very much. Kermit the Frog. Where was I? Act out of hand on film. Why are there so many? For example, if I'm filming scenery, they will stick their hands in front of the camera. If I am filming a candid shot of people doing things, they will look straight at the camera and make ridiculous faces for no reason. I'm also talking to you, people who refuse to be interviewed on film. In 8th grade, after that job was in the books, a classmate asked me to make a video for Teacher Appreciation Week in which I asked a lot students what they appreciated about teachers. Scottish Darth Vader. It is safe to say that I got overwhelming support with this job too. I got that done without too much toil, and the teachers thoroughly appreciated it. As did my friend who asked me to do it. Afterwards, I was hired to be the head videographer and photographer for the Impossible Skate Crew, a group of students who loved skating and other things. For example, filming. I ran their YouTube channel and filmed their trailer video as well as a tutorial video for an ollie and a bloopers video. This crew didn't last forever, but it had a good run, and it was fun to be a part of, especially since that meant I was officially out there. We have 3 paragraphs left. If you guys want to just throw out impressions willy-nilly, we only got 3 paragraphs left, so let's do this. Cowboy. I know this is a middle school book, but since I have to fill the chapter page quota I've set for myself, I would like to briefly mention a job I did in high school for my church. The pastor of Penang International Church asked me to make a video about the island in Malaysia that we were on, Penang specifically. The church's ministry. The Nations Learning Center is a place where people from the church help out with teaching English and the Bible to local people, and I was to film a video about it. About it. Pirate. After filming plenty at PIC, me hearty, at its place of ministry, I got plenty of footage, and all that was left was to visit the pastor's house in order to get an audio recording of them reading a script and that they wrote about the topic. I did that. Yes, I did. Edited the video at home, showed it to them, and it turned out even better than they initially hoped. The hardest thing to do in these jobs was to accept money from the clients. Mickey Mouse Pirate.
Mickey Mouse, is that? You want to come to my clubhouse?
Okay.
Yar, me hearty. The hardest thing to do in these jobs was to accept money from my clients. For some, it's the best part, but to me, it just feels kind of rude or inappropriate. I made up for this by thanking clients for everything. And this job was no different. Arr. I had fun, and that was all the payment I needed. In fact, that was the only payment I got for most other jobs, and that was enough. I'm very grateful for the money I've received through this medium and the people I've had the opportunity to work with through these opportunities.
Extremely sick person. All I can say now is that I'm excited for whatever the future holds for me in this area. I could almost do Alan Rickman like that. Turn to page 394. Snape. I'm gonna do the last 3 words as Snape. In this area. Okay. So I think we better, if we like this segment later, we're gonna come back to it. For now, I've set aside an hour and a half for this stream. So at 8, we're gonna say 8:25. If there are 5 viewers at 8:25, I will bring this stream to over to 9. So that's the deal. Matthew is busy right now. Oh no, Matthew Parker. That's cool. He's got a lot to do. So that's going to be the deal. If there are less than 5 viewers at 8:25, I'm going to stop the stream at 8:30. But if there are 5 viewers or more, then we're going to go till 9. And then we can extend the mayhem portion, which is what I've come to call the portion where anybody can just ask questions. We've done challenges. We've done people send me answers and I attach questions to them. We've done impressions and things like that. It's just mayhem and hanging out and having fun. So for right now, let's see. I guess, yeah. Okay, I had 20 minutes set aside for Chill Pill questions, and then 20 minutes set aside for John Yellick questions, and then it was going to be the mayhem portion. I'm going to continue to do Chill Pill questions here. I'm going to do Chill Pill questions until 7:50, and then John Yellick questions will kind of be just like, what's the word? Borg is the word that's coming to mind, but that's not a word. So, merged. It's going to be merged together. I'm going to use my fake word. It's going to be borged together with the mayhem portion. The John Yellick questions are. That being said, if you have any questions relating to Chill Pill or relating to music, if any of you don't know what Chill Pill is my music project. Used to be a side project. Now is the thing that I'm actually probably working on more, actually definitely working on more than John Yellick, and has been for a while. But send me questions about that. If you want to know more about that, then you can include that in the question. If you want to know any specifics like behind the scenes on songs or things like that, then this is the time set aside for the next 20 minutes is the time set aside for Chill Pill questions if you have them. So I'll be waiting. Chill Pill is actually a pill that makes you chill. That is the idea I had with the Chill Pill logo and the kind of persona but used for when you are mad. Actually, it was ironic because the first music that I made with the Chill Pill alias was all heavy. So I think it was pointed out in one of my Q&As that I, up to that point, had never released a chill out song, even though my artist name was Chill Pill. And then I came out with Heart to Heart VIP, which in hindsight is kind of chill out. Like, I guess for a person who makes heavy music, it's as close to chill out as I was gonna get at that point. And then Sleepwalk came out and it's like, okay, I can make chill out. So that, oh, okay. We have a caller, ladies and gentlemen. Hey.
Well, hello there.
I'm going to see if I can put you
How
up.
are you?
Oh, my phone's at 100%. Let me put it up here.
Okay. Dude, how are you?
I'm great. I'm just here doing a live stream. How are you?
Oh, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Who are you in the chat so that people can know? Can you
My name is Mostrino in the chat.
You're not Mostrino. You are not Mostrino, my friend.
No, I'm Andre Delaney. I have two really epic and well thought out questions, and I felt really proud of myself that I came up with this first one.
Okay, so you're calling in because they're extra special.
Oh yeah. So this first one is so are you working on any other tracks besides Sunset? It's a really creative one. I was wondering.
Yeah, that's by the way Mostrino's question in the chat.
What? You mean Mostrino stole my question?
Man, you guys thought of the same question at the same time. Isn't that crazy? Man.
That is, except I probably thought of it before him.
Okay. I bet everyone was wondering that when I mentioned the Sunset song. Am I working on any other tracks? No. I have a couple of other tracks that I started, but they're probably not going to amount to anything. And I'm excited to see whatever I kind of spontaneously create, because my songs have mainly just been spontaneously created. So Solitary Ache, the instrumental, was something that I just came up with. And I actually got very inspired by Music by Blanks. If you guys know that YouTube channel, I think he's a Swedish guy who makes music under the name Blanks. And I loved his enthusiasm making music. And so I decided to make some music. That's how the Solitary Ache instrumental came about. And the Sunset song, I went with it. I think I was trying to make some kind of piano stuff. And I just thought, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Cool.
So currently I'm not working on any other tracks besides Sunset, but I'd like to in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Second thing.
Okay.
Out of all your music you've made as Chill Pill, that includes remixes, what were you most proud of at the end of the project?
Oh, what? When I finished the track?
Yeah.
And listen to it, the finished product, what was... Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I like to say it's kind of an advertisement thing, but I actually was very proud of Sunset song when I released, or not when I released it, when I exported it. Just listening to it. It has, by the way, so the lyric video is going to be for the extended mix, and that was it was kind of like the deal with Spring, where I made the song and then I sent it to Courtney for vocals. And then after I got the vocals back, I decided it needed a dubstep drop. So that's kind of how I felt with Sunset song. Once I got all the vocals worked in and everything, I thought, man, this would be cool in an extended mix that was more kind of ambient in some parts. Than the original song ended up being. So there's going to be a radio edit on SoundCloud and an extended mix on YouTube with the lyric video. I don't know if I'm posting the extended mix on SoundCloud. I think I'm leaning towards also posting the extended mix on SoundCloud. So that's got to be my answer, probably the Sunset song.
Awesome. Well, sorry, one more thing.
Yeah.
Out of all the music you've ever listened to that's not yours, what was your favorite song?
Oh, that's a question I often field because you might could ask me about specific artists. I have such a wide appreciation for music.
I don't know, maybe a Christian pop artist.
Christian pop artist.
Maybe new, maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe only has released one song so far, maybe not.
I see what you're getting at here. Owl City clearly is what you're getting at here. I've listened to a lot of Owl City recently. He's very good. I listened to Cinematic recently. Recently. I bought the album Cinematic and have been listening to it in the car, and it's great. So my favorite Owl City track might have to be either the 5th of July or Not All Heroes Wear Not All Heroes Wear Capes. It's a very good song, but the 5th of July might be it.
I don't feel like Owl City's really it. I feel like maybe
Toby Mac. Yeah, I bought his song.
Starts with an E.
His
starts
album,
with an E.
Portable Sounds, which is very good. It's probably one of his best.
Starts with an E.
My favorite song from Portable Sounds might have to be...
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you talking about?
Oh, I was saying an artist that starts with
One World.
E.
That's a really good track from Portable
start
Sounds.
with the letter E.
Oh, Edom Music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. My favorite song from Edom Music is Demons.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite song too. It's incredible.
Really? Yeah, out of all the music that you've made, he's made. That's crazy.
That he's made, yeah.
Okay, great. We got that worked out.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you get back to your awesome fans, especially that one named Andre Delaney. Answer the other people's questions.
You just said that you were Andre Delaney in the call, so you kind of just exposed yourself.
I kind of said I was Mastrino.
But then you said that you were Andre Delaney.
Okay. All right. Peace.
All right. Bye. Thanks for calling in. Awesome. We got a caller in. If you feel like calling in and you have my phone number and everything, please don't go try to actively find it and on NSA websites and such. I don't know if they have that, if you can just find people's phone numbers somewhere on the dark web. But if you know me personally and you wanna call in, that's cool. All right, let's get to some of these questions in the chat. By the way, if you have a question, you can ask the question in the YouTube chat here or on my John Yellick Facebook page. You can message me on Messenger. You can also do it through, if you know me personally, you can send me questions through Facebook Messenger on my personal Facebook Messenger or on WhatsApp or on GroupMe or on text. So I'm trying to find a way. I think I might have gotten a message on my John Yellick page. So while that's opening, I'll answer some of these other questions. Oh, I guess I didn't. I'll answer some of these other questions. Okay. I think I answered whether I'm doing any other tracks besides Sunset. When are you and Third gonna work on a song together again? I would love to get Third on another track. Just whenever it happens. I mean, it just kind of happens. We tried to make a lot more tracks than we ended up making while we were in the same country. But unfortunately it just didn't work out. But we came out with This Is War, and we also came out with Baking Cookies. I produced Baking Cookies. We also, I feel like I did something else with Third besides, or I guess I did Hacker with Moneybag. So same kind of thing, just previous alias. Okay, pronunciation is important. Are you ever going to be distributing your music to Spotify, Apple, etc.? I've wanted to. I thought that would be cool, but the only problem is that I don't have enough of a following to be able to break even with any distributing services. So like DistroKid, for example, looked like a very good service, and it was a cheap service, and it would get probably my song. My understanding was it would get my songs on Spotify and Apple Music and such. But I don't think enough people would buy my music for me to be able to break even. So it would be a Sounddrop is free. Ooh, okay, I might have to check that out. If so, maybe. The only other problem is that I don't produce like music. I don't put out music maybe as like frequently. No, you know what? That's not even an issue, because sometimes people like bands release music on Apple Music and Spotify and such, like with 3 years in between their albums. So I'll look into that. Thanks for telling me about Sounddrop. I found a service that does it for free. Cool. All right. Until then, the only song that I have on Spotify and Apple Music, I don't know if it's on Apple Music, I know it's on iTunes, is Right There, featuring Courtney Soon, which was released about, was it 2.5 years ago? That's crazy. Actually, 3.5 years ago, maybe. It was March 2017. Let me know which songs you would like to see on iTunes and Spotify so that you can perhaps buy them and such. So yeah. That being said, are there other questions? Oh, thanks. Edom Music just came on and said that he just hopped on and heard what he had to say about his music, and he's so honored. All right. I am now doing the obligatory asking for Chill Pill questions. Until 7:50, I'll be taking specifically Chill Pill questions. And then from 7, I'll say 50 to 8. Yeah, 10 minutes should be enough because we'll have the mayhem portion. I'll be taking John Yellick questions. And then we just have the mayhem portion. You can ask me questions. You can give me challenges and such. And it'll be mayhem. It'll be great. Which song took you the longest to make? Some of my older songs took me longer to make. One of the longest projects that I ever had was Starship. I think I talked a bit about Starship in last year in the live stream, but that took me a long time to make because I didn't know what I was doing. Another project that took a long time to make was the remix of Timeless by Lander and Bassline Kicker. And actually it's weird, like the projects that take me the shortest to make, I end up being more satisfied with, maybe because it's just the passion is fresh in my mind and fresh in my heart. I don't think that's a phrase, but whatever. So the ones that take me a really long time to make, I tend to not be as satisfied with, just because I think I have more time to be pedantic about what I don't like about the song instead of being like really passionate about the things that I do like about the song. So Starship and Timeless, Starship and the remix for Timeless would definitely have to be examples. What first got you into making music? So my older brother, I'd say, is probably the person that got me into making music, because he made music from around 2000, I don't know, starting 2013 maybe, going up into around 2016 or 17. And he showed me how to use FL Studio. At that point, I was making some music with GarageBand, which you can actually see on this channel. I had some classics like I Ball Till I Fall and We've Come So Far that are laughable now, but were masterpieces of the time. Actually, not even masterpieces of the time. But that's what first got me into making music. Was I did some GarageBand, did some FL Studio, and then after that, I thought, man, wouldn't it be cool to actually have actually focus on this for a little bit? And then I started a side project called Chill Pill in November 2015, released Helium, which was my first released song in 2015, in December 2015. But the first song I ever started working on, I believe on November 1st, 2015, ended up being Cartwheel Time, which was a very early Chill Pill song that deserves its place deep in the annals of forgottenness on my channel. So that's a very long-winded answer to say what first got me into making music. Since we are only asking about Chill Pill right now, what was your favorite video you made as John Yellick? That's a very pertinent Chill Pill question. But since it's so good, I'm going to wait for 5 minutes before I answer that question. Until then, keep asking me Chill Pill questions. We got about 4 or 5 minutes left dedicated to Chill Pill questions. I will get back to this John Yellick question. And maybe until then, I'll study my channel, since it's been a long time since I've looked at it. Except to do this live stream and to upload Minecraft for Geeks and such. So in the meantime, for those of you who missed how you can ask questions, I don't know if any of you really missed it, but you can send me questions through the YouTube chat, through Facebook Messenger, on my John Yellick page, through, if you know me personally, my personal Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, GroupMe, and text. Yes, that's how we can do it. How many videos do I have? I have something like, oh my goodness, I'm coming up on 35,000 views. Thanks, guys. How many? Oh, I guess it's not going to tell me how many videos I have. Advanced mode analytics pool. That's my impression of a villager in Minecraft. Oh, I guess I already have 35,000 views and 16,000 views on how I broke my arm doing a cartwheel. Thank you guys very much. I'm gonna have to head out. See ya, Andre. Thanks for tuning in. And I can't seem to find my videos. I seem to have a pretty diverse viewing community of almost 55% male, 45% female. Peace out, my fabulous bud. Peace out, my fabulous bud. And I shall peace out your fabulous bud. I don't even know what that means. I have 2 more views more than usual in the last 28 days. Oh, you're still here. Great. Awesome. Thanks for continuing to tune in. Yeah, I don't know how many videos I have, but I don't know what I was looking at that for. I guess for the John Yellick question. I guess I'm going to answer this John Yellick question until somebody has a Chill Pill question, and then I'm just going to interrupt myself. My favorite video is John Yellick might have to be one of the content trivias, probably. They were pretty fun to make, and they were also pretty fun to watch later. So that'll be it, maybe. Moving to Dallas is definitely one that I really enjoyed. Yeah. Just the ones that I think I put more effort into editing, I enjoyed more. So I answered that John Yellick question. You know what I think would be better is if we just started the mayhem portion now. So put everyone out of their misery. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can send me questions. You can send me challenges, impressions, answers that I can assign questions to, whatever you want to do. I'm here. I'm here for you. If you want to send me your problems, then I can work them out. Sometimes I've gotten serious on the live stream. It's crazy how sometimes that happens. Reminder that I'm going to be streaming until 8:30 p.m. if anybody, if there are 5 viewers at 8:25, then or more than 5 viewers, then I will continue to do it until 9. If there are not, then I'm going to stop it at 8:30. Because I don't want to overstay my welcome in your computer. Yes. So, while I wait for questions, let's take a moment to put on our masks, disinfect our computers, and stay 6 feet away from each other for a little bit. I wonder if the audio is as good with my mask on. I don't know. I really don't know. So here we go. This is me waiting for questions. You can send them in the YouTube chat if you want. We can get it going. If I don't get questions in the next few minutes, I'm probably just gonna have to find something to do. Because I don't remember the last time this has happened where I've not had a steady flow of questions, but I do have some viewers on. So, YouTube chat, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, GroupMe, text, any of those media, or even call-ins will be welcome media for questions, any questions whatsoever. We've passed the chill pill portion. So, at this point, I'm really just begging for content. Kind of like I have been doing on this channel since the beginning. And yeah, you know what? I just realized I've been looking down here at the screen instead of into you guys' eyes through the camera. Okay, then. What are we going to do? Should I continue reading the book or while we wait for questions? Or just sit here in awkward silence? We could have a moment of silence. Those are always fun. Just 15 seconds of silence from the 52nd minute and the 45th second to the 53rd minute. Starting now. Well, thanks for continuing to be here after the moment of silence. Guess I'm just going to read the book. Here's the answer. Sometimes on Tuesdays. Thank you. Take me out of my misery. Sometimes on Tuesdays. Sometimes on Tuesdays. Do you ever think about posting videos on John Yellick? Sometimes on Tuesdays. Because I hardly ever post videos on John Yellick. That's been a problem for a while. Is I've had like periods of time, long periods of time in which I just didn't post anything. And that's just because I didn't have content to post. Because sometimes I had long queues of videos. Cool. I can now see why my live streams used to be an hour long. Okay. If you continue to send me questions in such mayhem, I will answer them. Until then, I will read. I'll get a random number generator, and whatever number between 2 and 18 it picks, I'm going to start reading from. Random number generator. Feel free to ask me questions during this time because I figure that's really why anyone who's tuning in is here. Absolutely no shade. I love answering questions. Boom. Chapter 7. Cool. Chapter 7. Dough rolling. If I didn't do homeschool in America, I would have missed out on a lot of opportunities. For example, I wouldn't have been able to go to Washington, D.C. to see all sorts of historical landmarks. None of our personal field trips would have been possible. Keeping a YouTube channel would most definitely have been hard. Take us through the thought process from an initial idea to final product in making a song. Great question. Or rather statement. That was an inquisitive statement. The initial idea often comes from me listening to other music. So I can actually probably take a number of songs and point to the inspiration from a particular artist or song. Hacker was very inspired by Slippy with his Flux EP in the beginning of 2019 when I started working on Hacker. Victory on the This Is War EP was very inspired by Stessie when I listened to a lot of Stessie. Homesick was inspired a lot by Kazuki, and Solitary Ache was inspired a lot by Solitary Ache Blanks. And so I'll listen to a song or be watching music related content on YouTube, things like that. And I will often go onto FL Studio and just start feeling it out. Putting in instruments. If often I open FL Studio and start playing around and it doesn't work and I have nothing to show for all of my efforts, all my exploits. And so once I get that, once I get a really good one and it really starts flowing, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I saw another question in the chat and I started getting all philosophical. Once I get a really good stream of consciousness, I guess, going, a stream of musical consciousness, I'll know that I have a project that I could very possibly finish. And so I continue working on that. I normally get the whole instrumental done before I put in vocals and even write the lyrics. I get the whole instrumental done and base my lyrics off of the instrumental. That's how Salvation worked out. That's how Solitary Ache worked out. That's how the Sunset song worked out, which I'll be releasing whenever I get the lyric video done. Once I get the whole instrumental done, and go through the lyrics and everything, then I start mixing the song, which takes a good bit of time. I have to. Occasionally I have something that I want more as a stereo element, and so I'll pan it so that you can hear it less in the middle here and more in both ears. Sometimes I will do some actually I'll often do volume sliding and things like that, especially when I have vocals. My vocals tend to be very quiet and I need to turn down everything else in the mix in order for it to work. However, recently with, I believe, Salvation and especially Solitary Ache, I've had to, I think it was more with Solitary Ache, I had to actually turn the vocals down a good bit. Is that what No, I don't think so. Okay. Actually, across the board, my vocals are quiet. So once I get all the mixing done and everything, I master it, which is often just a quick process of opening up the Maximus plugin. I guess I think it's a plugin. I'm going to say it's a plugin or an effect. I don't know if it counts as a plugin or an effect in FL Studio, but I work with the different frequencies. I turn up the low as much as I want it, the mid as much as I want it, and the high as much as oh my goodness, and the high as much as I want it. And with the Sunset song, I actually pulled out a preset because I liked how it was mixed already, and I thought that a mastering preset would actually do better for it than my attempts at manually mastering it would be. So then I will listen to it. More recently, I've started listening to it in headphones, in my earphones, and in the car, so that I can get a good sense of how it's all working together. Yeah. Then I export it once I like it, and then work on releasing it. That's the process from the initial idea to the final product in making a song. My brother would like to expose me at this point. How can you see the 5 core concepts in this live stream as media? This is something that we learned in our media literacy class, which, for the record, was about a year and more than a year and a half ago from now, something like 2 years ago. So that being said, I need a refresher on what the core concepts are. If my media lit teacher is watching this at this point, then he's probably going to be prodigiously disappointed. But I remember him teaching me about core concepts, and I'm sure that some of them appear in this live stream. So if you could give me the 5 core concepts, I would love to show you where they are in the live stream. I'm assuming you're taking media lit right now, which would be great because it's a great class. And I would assume that you're working on watching The Matrix at some point. So anyway, if you have more questions, please send them in to the YouTube chat. I'm going to be live until 8:30. If there are 5 viewers or more at that point, then I will continue it on until 9. Did I say that I was going to be live until 9:30? I don't know if I did. I'm going to be live until 8:30. If there are 5 or more viewers at 8:25, I will continue it until 9. So until I questions through the YouTube chat or through Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, GroupMe, or text, I will continue reading chapter 7 of my book, When I Was Young and Immature, my middle school memoirs. It was a good thing that I homeschooled in the States, because I even got hired for my most expensive video job yet. Here we go. Somebody gave me the 5 core concepts of media. Number 1, all media is constructed. That is correct. This live stream was all constructed to get viewer engagement, and I gotta be honest, it didn't do as good a job, evidently, as my previous streams. But yes, this whole thing was scheduled, but because I've become less prone over my life to stick to the exact plan that I create, or even to create a very specific plan methodically. I often get sidetracked and spend a lot of time talking unnecessarily. Each medium has its own style and language. Yes, this does have its own style and language. This format of making a video is very different from the write a script or collab with someone to do a competition. It has a different editing style, which is none. It has a more lenient setting and lighting situation. And I talk differently here than I do on my videos where I plan it out and everything. So yes, everyone experiences the same media messages differently. That is correct. Some enjoy it, some don't. And some continue watching. This is a bit of a stretch. But I'm sure everyone experiences this media message differently. The media message I'm getting at is send me questions. So people may see that as forceful. People may see that as an opportunity to ask questions and for viewer engagement. and such. All media has embedded values and points of view. I mean, yes, because I have embedded values and points of view inside of myself. Then anything that I say is going to come out of my worldview. So there we go. All media is created to gain power, profit, and or influence. Absolutely. Through this live stream, I would like to become the president of the United States, to take all of your money and to influence you to ask me questions in a giant live stream that encompasses my entire reign as president. So all 4 years of my term, at least, will be just one giant live stream. So that's what the 5th is about. I'm surprised that my viewers aren't leaving after saying that. Maybe they're so shocked that they're just contemplating leaving at this point. Alrighty then. This mayhem portion is actually less mayhemous than the mayhem portions of other live streams. So, I mean, you win some, you lose some with the timing. But if you guys want to continue sending me questions, I'll be up until the sun goes down. The sun will actually probably still be going down when I finish this stream, because it's summer, and summer's crazy, man. Summer's the real mayhem. Okay. Feel free to interrupt me with questions, but I will continue reading chapter 7 of my book. My grandmother, who helped us with some elements of our schooling one day a week, decided to teach me about how to carry out a video job. The first step was to make a contract. I was nervous with this step because I didn't want to come across as greedy with the price. In fact, if we used the rough draft of my first contract, I would have spent hours working on the video and gotten about $3 in the end. That's true. I remember that. However, when I pitched this contract to my grandmother, she told me that video making was a very expensive business, and that if I ended up doing this as a job, I couldn't just settle for $3 every time. Also true. I asked her what a better price would be, and she suggested 50 times the price I gave initially. I did not argue with that. The second step was to know what I was actually doing. A large family gathering for Thanksgiving dinner was coming up, and my job was to document it with various pictures and clips of people setting up, enjoying food and family, and doing other important things. I already possessed all the necessary equipment, so all I needed to do was do it. The gathering came to pass shortly after our arrangement, and my grandmother hosted 4 families from my extended family on my father's side in her house. She invited our family as well. Some brought food to help out with the meal, but I brought a couple of less common things, a camera and a tripod. People all around me talked, played, and fellowshipped. I filmed the unsuspecting participants talking, eating, saying Happy Thanksgiving, etc. Please read with Victor Borga inflammatory language or punctuation. Okay, I think I'll do the punctuation one. I don't remember all of them, but for those who aren't familiar with Victor Borga, he was a comedian back several decades ago who did these very popular sketches, one of which was called Phonetic Punctuation, where he attached, like he wondered why was it that since punctuation was such an important part of a language, why didn't we voice them? Why didn't we voice each punctuation mark like we did words and letters and such? And so he added voices, like he added noises that you make for each punctuation mark. So I will read this with Victor Borga phonetic punctuation. Where were we? Everything. Okay. Everything was going well until the actual meal happened. I turned my camera off earlier to save battery while playing with my cousins, but now was the time I had been nervous about beforehand. Let me specify. A period is, a comma is, a semicolon is a punctuation mark, an in quote, and a what's it called? A quote, yeah, I guess quotation mark is, and the ending quotation mark is, and a dash is, let me see if I can do it like a, I'm going to do that because I can't do the official, like, whatever he does with his mouth. Okay. An apostrophe is, all right. My grandmother gave me an idea to get the whole family to say Happy Thanksgiving all at once while they were eating in the garage. Parentheses. What do I do? I'll do that. One of the biggest rooms in the house, and therefore one of the only places where 4 families could eat together without making an unbearable mess. The only problem was that I was not good at getting the attention of a crowd of people because I always felt so awkward. Heck, I could hardly get myself to meet one new person. I've never been a real people person, so this was a challenge for me. To start, I got up from my seat and began walking towards the front of the garage to set up my tripod. People gave me confused looks and probably devised a plan to make funny faces at the camera while I filmed. After I readied all of my equipment, I yelled, "Attention, everyone." To my amazement, people actually quieted down, turned around, and listened attentively to what I said. I smiled, turned on my camera, and looked at the screen to see if I got everyone in the frame. However, to my horror, I saw a blinking red battery sign on the bottom left. My camera was dying. I had about 30 seconds to get everyone to say, "Happy Thanksgiving." My heart pounded in my chest and I felt hot. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. I can still do this. I told the crowd what to do, looked down at my camera one last time, and said, "Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Everyone smiled for the camera and said in perfect unison, "Happy Thanksgiving." Oh, sorry. That's an exclamation point. Happy Thanksgiving. For a second there, I thought I dodged a bullet. The screen, however, proved me wrong, turning black in the middle of the phrase. On the outside, I said, "All right, thanks everyone." And they all returned to eating. Inside, my heart sank. I turned the camera back on to squeeze in about 15 more seconds of battery life in order to play back the video. Happy Thanksgiving. The video stopped. I played it again. Happy Thanksgiving. It stopped again. Then the screen once again turned pitch black. I knew that this was what I had to work with, and I was very disappointed. However, I decided to just deal with it and make the video as good as possible anyway. Okay. I'm going to see if I can continue reading this, but with Victor Borge's inflationary language, which is anytime a number is spelled out in a word, you add 1 to that number. So wonderful would be tuderful. 4-head would be 5-head. Sims language. Sabadabadoo, doopty sofalabagu, flubigib zabajubajow. Where were we? The next day, I dumped the footage. This is something that I have to do probably beforehand. I dumped the footage from my camera on 3, a folder on the computer, and started editing the video. Mind you, the computer I was fifed to work with was the cruddy computer that Threek forever to do anything. Haha, I just realized I typed inflammatory. That would get you kicked off. Inflammatory language. That would get me demonetized. I can't do that. I don't even monetize my videos. I'm not even in the partner program. I can't do that. Jamaican. Okay, for the mayhem portion, it appears we're doing this again. That's cool. Continue to send me things that ways that I can read this book. Where were we? Oh, there was a nonetheless, which would be to the less. But we're gonna do Jamaican for now. Videographer. Oh, okay. Here we go. What's Jamaican man? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna be super stereotypical, so I'm really sorry. Mind you, the computer I was forced to work with was the cruddy computer that took forever to do anything, mon. Blonde cheerleader girl. So like editing was what some may call a videographer's disaster. The computer freaked out at virtually every click. The editing program glitched up on more occasions that I could count, and I could hardly edit the footage itself, let alone import it in the first place. I tried to record narrations, but the audio file skipped some things I said. The project crashed at least once during the process, leaving me with a new blank project to start editing all over again from scratch. Many of the ideas in my head slipped from my reach, and the program got more fragile with each attempt. I powered through, finishing editing the video and exported it as a video file to my computer. I let out a sigh of relief at its completion. It didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, and it was no doubt far from perfect. Nonetheless, it was what I had, and I didn't want to try to edit it again, so the only option was to settle for what I had, although it was far from professional. This is kind of close to Nerd E Guy. When was the last time I did Nerd E Guy on John Yellick? Man, I'm back. Had to step out for a bit. What did I miss? Sir, you missed just a very awkward time of no one sending in questions. And we even had like 15 seconds of awkward silence. So you also missed, we just went back to the, yeah, it was just a bit, this live stream was a bit of a train wreck for a little while. But we seem to be back. We seem to be back doing some more stuff. Right now I'm reading chapter 7 of my book, in various like voices that people ask me to. So caveman. Ooh. The caveman, what is it? Me want rock. Okay. When it came time for the grand reveal, I was nervous because I didn't do a job that was worth $150. It naturally took the computer a while to get to the point where it could play the video, but when it did, me sat back, relaxed, and looked for a reaction from my grandmother often. I'm doing this because it's like an ape man. I don't mean it's a subliminally like support macroevolution, but that's a whole nother issue. As we watched the video, me noticed the parts where me messed up, but I'm starting to just sound like a pirate, honestly. But my grandmother actually seemed to enjoy it, me hearty. When the video ended, she said, "Great job, Seth. I loved it." That sentence came to me as a delightful surprise, and I got my pay in full. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes when I do these voices, I just go back to my regular voice accidentally. I don't mean to. I just do. Yeah. So, as a reminder, this stream, you ate shellfish and your tongue swole up. Okay, that's the next one we'll do. If there are 5 viewers or more on the stream, at 8:25, I will continue to do it until 9. If there are not, I'll just stop it at 8:30. Stop the party early while we're having so much fun that we had 15 seconds of awkward silence. We currently have 4 viewers. So no, we have 5. So if we continue to do this for about 5 minutes, have 5 more viewers, we can maybe have a more solid mayhem portion. You can ask me questions in the middle of this, and I will answer them. And it's a mayhem portion, so if you've been here before, you know what mayhem portions are like. Air bubble. Okay. Where was I? I ate shellfish and my tongue swole up. I'll just start with... Oh, okay. However, that wasn't the most important part. At the end of the day, even though this job didn't go the way that I planned it to, it taught me a lot. It got me more used to interacting with people I didn't know well, especially when there was a crowd of them and I needed their attention. It taught me to do the best I can even when things are working against me. It taught me that my family's love for me wasn't confined to how well I did on my video jobs. I would not change any part of this experience if I did it all again. Did I really think that my family's love for me was confined by how well I did on my video jobs? Wow. I was a troubled middle schooler if I thought that. I don't think I thought that. Did I write this? How would you be interested in doing some producer challenge videos? I would be interested in doing producer challenge videos. I think I tried to do like a project breakdown on a live stream one time, but it didn't quite work because you couldn't hear it. But producer challenge videos would be fun. So if you have an idea for a producer challenge video, then my email for Chill Pill stuff is chillpilledm@gmail.com if you're interested in that. Or actually, the best way to reach out to me is probably through my YouTube comments, if we're being honest, and not through chillpilledm@gmail.com. I said it. So few people use that email that I do all of that in YouTube comments. So if you have an idea for a producer challenge video, just comment on one of my videos with it and we'll make it happen. Okay. Unless somebody has another impression for me to do, I'm continuing to read this book in Shellfish, which, by the way, reminds me of Bedtime Stories. If you guys have watched that movie, it's a great movie. And there's a scene in which Adam Sandler's character gets a bee stings his tongue. And so he has to give a speech and his best friend has to translate for him. And it's like a speech that hopefully gets him a job that he wants. Anyway, that's what I'm going to continue to do until somebody gives me an impression or something. We have a minute and a half left. If you are wanting this stream to go longer than it is going, then have a friend hop on. We are at 4 viewers now. If we get to 5, then we'll continue this until 9. If you can have multiple devices on it if you want, or whatever. I'm flexible with it, but we got a minute left to do that. All right. Fortunately, oh, sorry, I got to do it in Shellfish. Fortunately for me, my grandparents from the other side of my family got word of how good my video was. As a result, they hired me to film a video for them for a certain Christmas family gathering. Not my first rodeo. At least a year before this, I filmed a guitar performance for someone and got paid $5. So this job was by no means my first rodeo in this field. This job was going to be a lot easier than the Thanksgiving job, because I knew more people from this side of my family. Also, it wasn't the pay. And best of all, I had a new and better computer to work on since this happened a little while after Christmas Day. Many of my cousins gathered this Christmas at my grandparents' house like they did every year. However, this gathering was special because it was going to be filmed. On top of my footage of people doing various things, I interviewed said people about the gathering, the tradition we call the Christmas program, and what Christmas meant to them. I basically did the exact same thing as last time with a twist. I filmed the Christmas program also. That's the end of the book. Doesn't seem like we'll hit 5 people. Indeed, it doesn't seem like we will hit 5 people. Since you sent a sad face, I'm going to see what we can do about that. Do you have any, like, questions? Because if... I feel like I might have, like, answered all the questions that people have to ask me on these live streams. I think I'm coming to terms with the obsolescence of my live streams. Thanks for the question. What mic am I using? I'm using this mic. It's a Maono mic. Just a podcasting microphone I got from Amazon for like $100, I think. This one. That's the mic I'm using. I'm gonna go back on my promise, since with the few people that are watching, there seems to be a bit of demand for me to keep the stream going. So the very latest I will continue this stream until is 9 p.m. Central. But yeah, until then, if you have questions, that's what's going to keep the stream going. So anybody watching, if you have questions, send them in. Maybe I'm giving you guys too many options. Let's contemplate for a moment on why why the viewer engagement wasn't as big on this one as previous streams. Maybe not. Maybe that'll just get very sad. Yeah. So I'm contemplating on whether I want to go back on my promise. Maybe a compromise. I'm gonna see. If you guys continue to send me questions, I'll be answering them. If you don't, then I'll probably stop the live stream. But if you have any burning questions, I don't want to deprive you of the opportunity to have those questions answered. Yeah. Do you think you'll be doing more mashups? There's a very good chance I will be doing more mashups. I don't have any mashups right now. Well, so there's one that I think before I started the Nitro Fun mashup and before I started the mashup of Busted Out by Fowler and Aether and Light by Varian, I started a mashup of Reaper's songs. But I wasn't satisfied with the direction I was going with it. So I may end up working on it again, perhaps. I think it'd be cool to finish it and put it out. But but I enjoy doing mashups, and there's a good chance I'll do it again. Yeah. Reminder for anyone who is here, I have clearly gone back on my promise, and I think we're just gonna feel it out. If the party's really dwindling down, then we'll call a close to this live stream. Which, since I do the spontaneous live streams, since I've been doing spontaneous live streams, like I did one in 2018 and one in 2019, and it was spontaneous. It was spontaneous at the end of the year. What am I even saying? Oh, there's a good chance that there will be one in January, is what I'm saying, during winter break. So this won't be the last time that you see me, and it won't even be a long time until the next stream, I feel like. So let's go on to the questions. Oh, we have 5 viewers. So let's just keep going. Let's just feel it out. Do you think you'll make a track that changes BPMs? I want to say you haven't done one yet. I actually have. I did, let's see. Technically, I've done a number of songs that switched BPMs, but not really. Like it didn't consistently switch BPMs. Technically, with Solitary Ache, I did a slowing down and then a speeding up, but that was during a more ambient part of the track, and it was less like actually changing BPMs and then doing a steady, doing like a steady continuation of the song. But Orb, that was the case with my early song Orb. It was originally might have been a Moombacore track or a glitch hop track that changed into more of an electro or breaks type track, I think. And there might have been others. It was so long ago, man. I haven't touched my old music in a long time. I think I went into DMB. Actually, yeah, I think you're right. It didn't go into electro. Went to DMB. Oh, Takeover Society also switched BPMs. It originally started at, I think, 125, and changed into about 140, and then changed back to 125. Like, it had a little trap section. How many years ago did you start producing? If we're talking about the first time I ever produced music, it was on GarageBand in around 2013, I think. So maybe 7 years. If we're talking about FL Studio, maybe 6 years. If we're talking about Chill Pill, maybe about 5 years. Coming up on 5 years. Yes. Because I made music under the alias This House for a little while. I was going to say it would be neat to do something as a 5-year anniversary. Oh, that's true. I think Best of 100, the event surrounding that might kind of be my 5-year anniversary thing. Just because it's such a big event that it would be appropriate for a 5-year anniversary, because it encompasses my entire Chill Pill project. Just check the Chill Pill channel was made February 5th, 2016. Okay, good to know. I think the SoundCloud account was created in December 2015, and I started making music as Chill Pill in November 2015. So yes. But I don't know that anybody discovered me through SoundCloud. I think, like, I was wondering if I didn't even know if I was going to release music when I started the Chill Pill project. And then I thought, hey, I'm coming out, like I'm exporting more songs than I thought I would. I wonder if it would be good to have a SoundCloud account. And so I did. And then a couple months afterwards, I was like, well, I can make a YouTube channel as well. And that was how most people found me, I think, was through Chill Pill. And actually, people tended to not discover me through my music. A lot of people discovered me through my Who Did What video of where I theorized who contributed what to the song Unity by Rogue, Slippy, then Slips and Slurs, and Stonebank. Now, of course, it was I knew that it was a more closed-minded way of looking at it, because technically all three artists worked together to put the song together, and all the decisions were, I would assume, signed off by like all of them. So technically, you could say that every element was technically contributed by everyone. But there were a couple things where I was like, that was probably Slippy's idea. Or Stonebank's idea, or Rogue's idea. Yeah, checking your most popular vids, only 2 out of 10 are original music. That's true. And they were like, I think Starship was one of them. And I don't even like Starship all that much. So I was like, I think the other one might have been Clean Slate. Which is also one that was just kind of weird. I mean, it was, I remember getting the idea of that melody though. And I just sat in class just thinking about those 3 notes that happen in Clean Slate, that are played in Clean Slate. And I went back that day at the end of school, and I put that melody out. It was just very simple, and that became Clean Slate. Not that melody, not just that melody. I also added a beat and everything. Other one is Big Surprise Right There. Yeah, I completely I honestly forgot about Right There. But that's okay. Actually, there were a number of people who discovered me through Right There. Gotta go, y'all. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you later. I definitely will see you later, because I know you personally. And we're talking on Tuesday. So yes. So there were some that discovered me through my... Actually, Mastrino, didn't you discover me through not my original music, through my remix of Hello by Going Quantum, if I'm not mistaken? If I am mistaken, please correct me. I think that might have been how it all started, because then you were gathering like people's music to promote. It was a wild coincidence, but that's how things turned out. Yeah, out of like I think there are a lot of remixes out there of Hello. I mean, it had its own remix EP, but there were also a lot of other remixes. So I'm very surprised that you found it, and that you like found enough value in it to go and check out my other music, and then found enough value in that music to continue on until today. I scrolled down through like 5 pages for some reason. I can't remember. Yeah, it was deep in the recesses of Hello remixes. So yeah, I am glad that it turned out that way though. So I honestly, all of my arbitrary reminders about, or all my, I guess not arbitrary, obligatory reminders about where to send questions and everything actually just tied me over until I get questions. Or whatever else you guys want me to do within reason on, because I think, I say within reason because there have been times when people suggested I do unreasonable things or say unreasonable things. Did you mention what genre/style Honest will be? Honest. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Mention what genre or style Honest will be. If you're talking about honesty, I don't think you're talking about honesty. But if you're talking about wait, is Honest the one you're working on? Oh, it's called the Sunset Song. And that one is more that's okay. I did make a song called Honesty, which was garage for most of it, or chill out. I guess it wasn't as percussive as garage normally is. So why did I say honest? I don't know. But it's cool. I honestly, I kind of figured that you were talking about the Sunset Song, but I didn't want to like be wrong about it and then give you a bunch of information that you weren't asking for. Anyway, let me go back to the question. The Sunset Song will actually probably not really be EDM. Like, it's very much like, how did I describe it? I think I described it to one of my friends as it's as close to a Disney song as I have ever gotten, and I think I am ever going to get. It's driven by a melody that is in the background. That is me messing a lot with a piano synth, and there are some toms to keep the rhythm going, but it's gonna be more of an like kind of indie track, piano driven indie track, I guess I'll say. But it is farther from EDM than I think I've ever gotten on Chill Pill. Yes, it's gonna be very unique. It's a very unique project for me, the Sunset Song. And the lyric video is very unique too, because this is the first lyric video I think I've ever made. Almost all of your stuff since This Is War have been very chill or pop leaning. Yes, that is. I've always thought, wow, I feel like I need. So I'm wondering if you're thinking of heading in that direction now. Honestly, the music that I make, the music that comes out is whatever I like. Whenever I am inspired to make music, I kind of just do it. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does work. And the ones that have worked have tended to be less EDM-like, and more pop-like. Because, yeah, you're right. I think the closest that I got to EDM since This Is War might have been my remix of Night Call by Ecstatic. Wow, I can't believe This Is War is almost a year old now. Yeah, that's crazy to me that This Is War is almost a year old, because This Is War had a lot more heavy music. And after that, my stuff wasn't heavy anymore. So I was thinking like, man, it would be cool to go back to heavy stuff, but I'm never inspired to do heavy stuff. So, yeah, I think the closest I got was my Night Call remix. But other than that, you're right. Salvation was much more poppy. Cherry Blossom was much more poppy. Homesick was chill out. We also had Solitary Ache. Oh, No Stars Above the Key, Lights Out. Yeah. And the Sunset Song is going to be pretty far away from EDM. But I'm hoping it'll be received well. I like it. So I'm not consciously going in the direction of pop and more chill music. I guess it's more true to my name now. Chill Pill. I'm releasing more chill music and not like doing a bunch of heavy genres. But but yeah, if I ever get inspired to make something heavy and I'm able to actually execute that, that would be great. How much time do you have to spend on music nowadays? Um, Recently, um, I've had a lot of time to spend on music. Some of it was spent on music. Some of it was spent on other things. Like I spent a lot of time editing Not Bad and Minecraft for Geeks. So during those times, I didn't do as much music, although I was working on mixing and mastering Solitary Ache during that time. Um, and I, now that my work schedule has picked up, and I'll start having classes, I'm gonna hope that I can do music. I was able to do music for a good bit, but I think not as much music as definitely I once was able to. Like 2018 was the golden age of frequency of Chill Pill songs, and I came out with more than 20 Chill Pill songs that year, including an EP. So. And songs that I enjoyed listening to and I was very proud of. So I don't know how comparable to any year my my coming year is going to be. It's honestly so unexpected because this everything is unexpected with this COVID deal. That being said, the like I've been able. I guess I realized like there have been long periods every once in a while where I haven't been making music, and I've thought, I've kind of gotten a bit frustrated. Like why am I not able to really execute what I want to do? And I've realized that it's almost as to the viewers, since I still have music queued up, it's almost as if I've been working on music the whole time, and they're like cool with it because they still get music once every month or every 3 weeks. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And my projects often, when I write them, they often take not a long time to write. So that being said, there is hope. And I'm an idealist, so that makes it great for advertising. Because I can instill hope in people, whether they're disappointed or not. Yeah, I was surprised to hear that you only had one song in the queue. Yeah, after I think there was a long time in between, I believe, No Stars Above the Key and Lights Out, something like 2.5 months. So, but after Lights Out, like 3 weeks later, I came out with the Show Me What You Got remix. 3 weeks later, I came out with Solitary Ache, and I'm hoping that within the next week or so, I can come out with the Sunset song as well. So yes, this is just one of those times where I haven't been able to work on a lot of music. Well, because I had so many other projects, I haven't opened FL Studio in a while, except to work on the Sunset song. So I guess I'm just taking it one song at a time. I don't know. I'm hoping to get more songs out. I'm always hoping to get more songs out. And my project currently is the Sunset song. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left in the stream. I'm definitely going until 9, and then I'm going to stop the stream there. If you have any other questions or want to hang out, honestly, these streams are meant to be more entertaining for those that are tuning in live than for those that watch later. So if you're not entertained by the live stream later, you don't have to feel bad. And then best of 100 comes after. Yes, I don't know how soon after, but the next thing that will come after, and I want it to be relatively soon after, the the Sunset song is best of 100. I'll start announcing the voting forms and everything, and you start the voting process. I have Cosmo Wolf right now working on a cover art for best of 100, so that I don't throw in like I think I used like Paint for the best of 25 cover art, PowerPoint for best of 50, and fancier PowerPoint work for best of Chill Pill 2018. So I'm wanting to go all out with best of 100 and make it a cool event that gives a nice little throwback to old tracks that didn't make it onto best of 25 or best of 50 or best of Chill Pill 2018. And full disclosure here, I'm the most excited out of all the throwback mixes about the 2018 throwback mix, because there are a couple of, I'm sure that there are several songs that I released in 2018 that didn't make it onto best of Chill Pill 2018 that I was very excited about. So I'm so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to I'm thinking that maybe I'm giving too much hype to the throwback mixes and forgetting to mention that the big culmination of all of that is the release of the best of 100 compilation album, which will be the tracks of which will be voted by the viewers, and will start with the song that came after Roadmap, Ghost Town. It'll start with Ghost Town, which, if you're counting that as a release on January 1st, 2019, it'll actually count any song from 2019 and 2020. So that includes remixes. So the Night Call remix is eligible. The what's it called? Show Me What You Got remix is eligible. There might be another remix. Date by Tyraz. That remix is also eligible. How many votes do you usually get? It's about to ask if it included remixes. Actually, yeah, this time around it will include remixes because I won't have as many copyright problems. Like I did I did a remix of Reliant K and a remix of Ramses B in 2018, which would create some copyright problems. So I don't think that it would create any copyright problems for Show Me What You Got and for Date and for Night Call. So remixes are included. How many votes do I usually get? I don't know. I think I might get around 4 to 5 voters on any given compilation album, which, if we're being honest, includes myself. I also vote for songs in Chill Pill Best of whatever. But that being said, my because there are several other voters, my the points that I contribute don't like contribute too much to the voting process, to where like I'm basically just choosing the songs that I have on the album. There are some songs that I vote for that don't make it. Like I voted for Roadmap for Best of Chill Pill 2018, and that didn't make it. In fact, nobody else voted for it because I think everyone else forgot it existed. So, yes. And also, corruption is fine in small communities, right? Dictatorship and such. It's fine in small communities. I can't officially condone that. Yeah. So, seems that we are coming at the end of the line. Last 5 minutes of the stream. We can cause as much mayhem as we want for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll have to say sayonara. So, what do you want to do? Yeah, I really think that like last time it's just the two of us. Basically, yeah. Yes. Alrighty. Just hang out till 5 minutes. I'm moving soon, but it would be neat to chat again once it's set up over there. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, I'd be down for that. Um, see what you're working on, because I imagine you're probably working on more things than I am. Because I just have the Sunset song, and I have all of Not Bad edited already, because I tend to edit all of Not Bad before I post it. I didn't know if I was going to be able to edit all of Not Bad before I posted it. So because I just said I'm going to post it on this date before I had finished editing Not Bad. But I ended up being able to edit Not Bad, all of it. So that's cool. I'm not going to should I or should I not publicize when the finale is going to be? Haha, yeah, the Orbit events allowed me to actually release. Oh, which is really good motivation to make more. Oh, yeah, that's true. You have been posting music on those Orbit compilation albums, which, by the way, Zero to Neuro, I don't think I would have guessed would have been your first foray into neurofunk, because it was really good. So good job. I can see from your Orbit like releases that that you really improved from the days of being like Raphael the Ranger and Rotate. So yeah, good job. I really think, has it been yeah, the Raphael the Ranger songs were made on GarageBand. Yeah, I mean, everyone has to start somewhere. I started on GarageBand. And then I ended up doing slightly better than my GarageBand songs. Just slightly. Has it been counting me as a viewer this whole time? I think it might have been counting me as a viewer. So it might really just be the two of us. In fact, yeah, I think that the other viewer might have chimed in. This is definitely the slowest that a live stream has ever screeched to a, or not screeched to a stop. Smoothest it's ever, what am I trying to say? Slowest it's ever come to a stop. Since you're looking at the chat, it might count you as viewing. It might count me as viewing because I'm looking at the chat. Oh, that's interesting. Will it count me as a viewer? We're going to test this. Will it count me as a viewer if I view live stream? Oh, yeah. On my phone, because it will count me as Chill Pill. I'm signed in as Chill Pill on my phone. So it says that there are 3 watching. No, it says there are 2 watching. But it doesn't say that there are 3 watching here. Cool. What am I up to here?
Cool. What am I up to here?
Oh, okay.
What am I
live.
Up to here. Oh, okay. What am I up to here?
I think I just messed up the stream. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! I messed up the whole stream. Also it says 3 watching. Okay, it finally did. Okay, I think I might have fixed the delay problem. I'm hoping we can have a good last 30 seconds of the stream. Well, thank you all for tuning in. There are 22 seconds left on the stream. Anybody who is watching this post-mortem, thank you for tuning in post-mortem. And I don't know if that means what I think that means. Anyway, look out for a live stream at some point next year. It's an annual thing, and I'll sign off for now. John Yellick out.